I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar.
Hello and welcome to the Nerd in Motion. Why is there a rock? There was a rock. I swear I saw a rock dancing. Anyway, so not having fun today. As you may have seen by the thumbnail, I didn't pass. So I'm really annoyed, but I'm only annoyed with myself, and I think I've got to roll out some racing driver excuses because that's what you do, because I think that's the right thing to do. I made so I got two major mistakes that I made, and then I got 5 minors, which were just silly things that I did. The majors were, there was a junction, and so if you're, I've got some epic software to show you soon. You're driving along like this, next to each other. This is the lorry, and I want to turn right into a junction. But if the lanes are next to each other, as I turn right, my headboard is kind of here, and you get a swing, obviously, off the trailer. So what you're supposed to do, as you're about at the point to make the turn, you look to your left mirror to check that you're not going to strike the car next to you. Now, the problem was this particular junction was really tight to the right, and I was so focused on making sure I got around and it didn't hit the curb that I didn't look over my shoulder. And what's really frustrating is I did a similar bend that was harder, and I did check. And the instructor's like, I don't know why you didn't check, because you checked on the next one that we did. So that was deeply annoying. Instructor, by the way, absolutely sound as a pound. Really nice guy. I mean, he came across as he wanted to pass me, but I basically did my best not to get a pass. So I've got some very high-tech software that I can recreate my second thing that I did wrong. So we're going to move to that. So here it is. I've no expense spared. So this is a T-junction, like so, like this. Look at that. CGI is amazing. Obviously AI helped me with this. So there's like, this is a lane. This is a lane. Look at these white lines. This is a lane. This one has like a pedestrian bollard annoyance centre right there, just here. So this here is actually 2 lanes. So I'm here on draw a lorry, and I've moved out when the lights go green to turn this way, like that. That's my lorry. Like it looks just like a lorry. Meanwhile, so I'm going this way. Now, what you can't see here is I've made the truck really narrow. This is actually really, really narrow. And there are railings here and railings here. Learner driver decides that she's going this way. So she pulls up right in front of me here. Now, I can't swing round past her, but she's come so far forward she can't see past me. So the lights, which I was looking at the one here. This is a traffic light, and it went from being green to being orange, and I'm already in the junction. And then it went, and I'm waiting for her to move because I can't go anywhere. And then this sucker goes red. Look at this, like that. And this is me panicking. Ah! My head's doing this inside. So then what happens is I do a bold move because I decide, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. So I run past her with my big lorry, and I go past her like this, and then I try and swing it around. And what happens is this part of the trailer hits this curb here, like that. And I was very, very annoyed, and that's how I failed. So all I had to do, so I didn't want to block the whole junction with the lorry, but actually what I should have done is just sat there until she moved. But I don't think she would have ever moved. So I don't know. But yeah, it's my fault ultimately because I should have gone. But hey ho. And the other one is, so when I did this, I actually, so although I made a mistake on this, I did actually do the correct thing and look this way when just at the point of turning. I did it. It was another junction that I did it. It's just so annoying. So there you go. I failed. Those are the two main items. So I'm booked again. I've already booked it. We're going back again. I'm not about to quit. It's very different to doing your car license, and it's very different from driving a car. So you're holding back, you're being careful, you're being wise, you're not doing stupid moves, you're giving yourself plenty of time, you're rolling, lots of coasting involved compared to cars, and you're just being very sensible and giving yourself loads of room. And then at other times you're taking up as much room as you possibly can because you need to dominate the road to make sure people don't either dive down the inside or do something silly coming towards you. There was a Amazon Prime flipping lorry and the bus lanes were in use, but on his side, the bus lane, where the bus lane was, there's no cameras, and you are actually allowed to enter a bus lane if you have to move around somebody. My side of the road is got parked cars all the way down, so I've got nowhere to go, and he drove literally at me and then flipped me off because I didn't move over. I had nowhere to go. What do you want me to do? Crash into the parked cars? So thank you, Amazon Prime. That was great driving from you guys. You could have just crossed into the bus line and you would have been fine and wouldn't got a fine either. But, you know, hey ho. And then, you know, it's funny because I think sometimes you like. So I said to Lydia, I don't want to see any bicycles out. I hope it's raining. There's no bikes. And it stopped raining. And there was a flipping tandem. And a tandem. I'm like, I can count on one hand how many times I've seen the tandem in my entire life. What is it doing going up a hill? So it went up this hill to a junction and then it stopped. So it took up the whole of this, like, basically box. And then there's a gap and then a keep clear sign. My truck's too long, so I can't go up, and because I block all the keep clear. So I stopped well behind. And anyway, I thought, well, I'll give the tandem plenty of time to get going. It took them forever to get going, and I nearly missed the lights turning right. But that wasn't a fail, was it? I did the right thing. But yeah, it is what it is. I tried my best. I messed up on a couple of little things, and yeah, everything else I was pretty much there on. So when I did my manoeuvring and my coupling and uncoupling and all that, I did it spot on to the point where the instructor said I couldn't have given you advice to make it any better. It was perfect. So that I've nailed. It's on that day. There's so many variables, you know. So I've come out with all my excuses now. I should say some more, like, I don't know, it was a wet day, I'd understeer, you know. But yeah, I messed it up. So that's life. I was proper fed up about it. And the worst bit is my instructor, John, had told me we had gone to the same two places and he had prepped me not to make those two mistakes. And actually, I didn't make that mistake on the day when he showed me. I was fine. I just let those cars go. But this learner driver just sat there. And looking over my shoulder, I did make that mistake the day before on one particular junction. And that was the junction that I did it at. So there you go. So unlike car tests, to retake your test, it costs £420. So to take a retest. So that's been a bit of a heavy hit. So I really want to do it this time. I don't want to fail again. So if you see a black Mercedes driving around like it's a wagon, using loads of room, straddling lanes and taking extremely wide bends, that'll be me practicing around Yorkshire, trying to make sure I do the right thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to have a cold beer. I've got a bit of time until I take my test again. I'm going to have a cold beer, relax. I might do a live and jump on and see you guys in a bit. So I hope this video, gets to you soon. This is the thing. We all fail. We just got to get up, dust ourselves off and carry on. So that's what we got to do. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. And I might see you later on in a live. Quite possibly. Depends on how many beers I drink. See you later, alligators.